Amanda here with your September 2019 RuneScope. An announcement this month, we're going to be doing things a little bit differently as far as format. So the readings themselves are going to be, you'll just see the table and my hands from now on, because it's the only way I can kind of work all of these videos in throughout the month in addition to my full-time job. So if you still want the videos, we're gonna have to do it that way. I will try to always do an intro video like this though, because I know it's not the preferable format, but that's the only way I can really kind of like squeeze them in whenever I get the chance without having to, put all the time into looking actually decent or camera ready. So just wanted to give you a heads up about that. This month, in conjunction with our runes, we will be using this awesome new deck that I got, the Golden Thread Tarot by Labyrinthos. It's a really cool deck. It's not very camera friendly, unfortunately though, so just a heads up. Probably won't use it on camera again, but I was so excited to get it. I wanted to give it a go. And then, as always, be sure to join me for part 2 of your September reading over on my Vimeo channel. This month for your spiritual guidance, I will be pulling and interpreting one card from the Goddess Guidance Oracle by Doreen Virtue, just to get additional wisdom and advice for how you can handle the energies in September. That link to the Vimeo channel is below, as are all other details regarding the channel. I think that's it for now. And so let's get on to the September RuneScope. Hey Libra, it's Amanda here with your September RuneScope. Let's jump into the rune bag and see what they've got for you for Libra. September. Libra. You're wondering why you're just seeing the table? You must have skipped the intro, Libra. All will be answered there, so just rewind it back and watch if you are interested. As always, be sure to check out the video for your rising sign as well. You know the drill. Often you get more messages in that reading, and in fact, some months, all of your messages come through your rising sign rather than your sun sign. If you would like something all about you, far more specific, you can schedule a private session with me. I do those on Skype. Just drop me a line at my email address, and we can set that up for you. In general, however, in the present, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. And here's what the card looks like in the upright. So present energy would be end of August going into September-ish, Libra. For others of you, this may be what's going on whenever you're watching this video. So this is something totally new coming in that is not connected to the past in any way. And if it is a job, it is serendipitous. If it is love, it is serendipitous. A lot of people have been getting Thor's rune. I think you're like the 4th sign that's gotten that. Yeah, this is all about luck and protection and guidance from spirit guides, and just like crazy luck, unexpected windfalls, unexpected serendipitous meetings. So this could be, for some of you, maybe this happened in August. For others of you, this is happening here at the early part of September. I feel like for many of you, this could be a job. Something totally new, just bam, out of the woodwork. It's like you're in the right place at the right time to hear about it, to be told about it. You meet someone who's got the hookup, got the connection. And they're like, hey Libra, you would be an awesome fit for this position. So why don't you come in and we'll talk about it, or let's schedule an interview. So yeah, if you, and I mean, it could be a promotion within a job you're already in, just kind of coming out of the blue. But for many of you, I feel like a lot of you, it's totally new, not connected to what you've been doing or have done in the past at all. It could also be a totally new career. Totally kind of going down a whole different path, new beginning. Very, very interesting. It could be it could involve travel or be in another location. So this could require relocation. Okay, I feel like some of you, and it could be one person, you know, it could always just be one person, but I mean, usually the first ones that come through are the majority energies. But if you're on vacation in September, you could meet somebody who wants you to work in that location. So it's like, hey, why don't you just stay here and not go home? I want you to come work for me. How would you feel about living here? But yeah, this could involve either a lot of travel, a lot of world travel, or it could involve a relocation to another country. But many of you may be like, oh my God, I've always wanted to move there, or I've been trying to find a job there for a very long time. And I'm so glad that I finally got this. But yeah, it just comes out of nowhere. Maybe when you've almost given up, right? The challenge of the month, we've got the Hierophant. So interesting, along with these other cards, that this would be your challenge. The Hierophant's all about rules and structure, big corporate entities, hospitals, medicine, anything with codes and regulations, government. So yeah, if you're working in an environment like that right now, yeah, in September there could be, and maybe it even started as early as May, or maybe you started working for this company or at this job in May. The rules and all the stuff you have to do or follow, it's just, you know, it's challenging in September. You may be finding it oppressive. Yeah, you're not. And intuitively, you know that this is just not a good fit for you. It's not. There may be a standard expectations or standards that you're not not that you're not meeting them, but you're finding it very stressful, or you're finding it very maybe September is a challenge to meet those. So if you get this opportunity to be out of the office, and again, it could be within the same company, but this position would have you out of the office more and free of, sort of liberated from this more structured environment. You'll have more freedom and yeah, you're just disappointed with feeling kind of held down in a way, or held back in a way. Others of you could be finding aspects of religion being challenged, particularly traditional religion. Maybe this is within the family, or maybe it's being imposed on you in some way, or someone's trying to do that, trying to convert you or something. And you just intuitively know, like, no, that's not the way for me. That's not, I'm spiritually minded, or I'm spiritual in other ways, but not in like a traditional religious sense that maybe someone else is. So yeah, there's something coming up here with wanting to break out of the status quo, Libra. The help that's going to be available is the Ace of Wands, this new opportunity, this brand new job offer, brand new hint of an opportunity. Because again, it kind of feels like you run into somebody, or you meet someone through someone else that again just happens to mention this, or kind of be talking about this, or your boss can kind of approach you about it. But again, it's going to be out of the blue. You're not going to be expecting it. And you are so excited about this, because the Ace of Wands is all about, yes, excitement. Something that you would love, work that you would love, and that you would feel passionate about. Because you were kind of losing your passion in this environment at some point in September here, Libra. If you haven't before, you're getting really frustrated with the structure and the status quo and sticking to all these rules. Meeting these expectations. So yeah, this seems like a liberation when it comes in. And it's being brought to you by your spirit guides. You're being led. However you meet this person, you're being led to this situation, guided there. You know, it may happen, this serendipitous meeting, it may happen on a day where things are different. Like for whatever reason, maybe your route to work changes, or you have to go to a different coffee shop for your morning coffee, or you have to take a different train to work. There's some reason that something that maybe was planned does not go off as planned. And if it hadn't, you wouldn't end up meeting this person. So yeah, try not to get frustrated if there's a day in September that's not going as planned, because it's probably the day that this is going to happen, because things had to be shaken up. Now for others of you, perhaps your challenge is to not be as structured and rigid, or to not be so routine prone, right? Maybe to kind of step outside that comfort zone a little bit, because sometimes structure and routine makes people feel safe. They like that. At least they know what to expect every day. So your challenge could be, the extreme of this is like, this is what's keeping you from keeping you boxed in, right? So find little ways, to maybe step outside that a little bit, or color outside the lines a little bit, Libra. But yeah, there's going to be a wonderful new path opening up for you in September, and you're going to feel so protected and guided and blessed when this shows up, because it really is, I feel like, something you've been longing for a long time. What must be accepted? Another wonderful card. We got the World. Achievement, reaching a goal, particularly secularly. World travel, long distance travel. It's the culmination of something, the culmination of a path, the culmination of your experience. It's promotion, and yes, travel. A big shift or change when it comes to where you're living. If you've been staying in one place, going into one office, you're going to be doing a lot more traveling. Do you know what? I feel like some of you, this may be a client that wants you. It's like you're working for this company, but then this client, it could be a newer client, but they're really impressed with you, and they're like trying to steal you away from the company you're working for. It's that, hey, whatever works. Because I feel like this location is like you can really see yourself living there. And maybe it's someplace you travel too often, and every time you go there, you're like, oh, I never want to leave here. Others of you, you could be meeting this person on vacation. Like if you're taking a trip in September, make sure you take some business cards with you, because you could be running into somebody that's like, hey, you want to live here in Hawaii or Tahiti or wherever you are. You're gonna be like, yeah. It's all very exciting and new, and just the change that you've been waiting for. But this is the final card in the entire tarot deck. So this is all about a huge goal being reached, the end of a cycle, the complete, reaching a goal, and a big one too, one of the biggest. That's why it's a major arcana. So someone else got the World. Can't remember who it was right now, but they did. So big things are afoot for Libra. Your world is opening up, and I do feel like you're going to kind of feel like somebody is offering you the world, right? Whatever this job is, it ticks all your boxes for sure, and it gets you out of this box. It gets you out of this structured, rigid, conformist sort of situation. The outcome is the Ten of Wands. So this is busy, busy, busy. You got a lot to do, but you're really excited about it because you got Bjork, because it's all leading toward a new beginning. So I feel like this is kind of like tying up loose ends, trying to figure out how you're gonna, a lot of you, move to this new location. Now, some of you may just be quitting one job and taking a nice big vacation before you start this other job. Not all of you are gonna relocate or move to another country, but you are at least gonna, I think, take a road trip or work in a vacation before you start this job. But yeah, you got a lot on your plate, a lot of irons in the fire, a lot to do, but you're doing it with passion and a new gusto. You've got this new energy. Do try to delegate if you can, you know, in the month of September, because it's only going to help you if you can kind of hand off some duties to other people while you make plans for this new beginning. I really feel like most of this, though, is finishing things up at your old job. So like finishing up projects, trying to figure out who you're going to, like, who's going to inherit projects or inherit clients or take over accounts for you. But other than that, it's like your mind is already left. Your mind is already at the new job, in the new location, in the new place. And you're so excited about this opportunity because it really is kind of like you can't believe it finally showed up here, Libra. So, yeah, you can't wait to get started. But yeah, I think October is going to be like the month that is kind of the culmination for a lot of you. Some of you may go ahead and, because maybe it is started in August, you may be leaving this job in September. Others of you, it's going to be October, because I feel like you're spending September really kind of tying up loose ends at the old job, and then maybe you're going to take a trip and then start the new job. But man, what an exciting turn of events, Libra. That's really all I'm getting. It looks quite wonderful. Just try not to burn the candle at both ends. Again, remember, delegate if you can. You can't do all the work before you leave. That's what I'm kind of seeing. It's like, oh, I gotta, you know, it's like you're still concerned that it's done right, but you know, leave it for the next people to figure out. Go on to your dream job here, Libra, and try not to worry too much about that. But meet me over on Vimeo. I am going to shuffle the Goddess Guidance Oracle, and we are going to see which goddess wants to give you an additional send-off to this new status, this new position that I'm seeing for many of you. And again, this, if you don't work, if you're like not a working Libra, this could just be a new status. Some of you may be getting married, but it's coming up as your challenge. Maybe you never thought you'd meet someone you wanted to marry, and this serendipitous person that you meet just out of nowhere is the one. They may be foreign, like they probably speak with an accent, but hey, nothing wrong with that. It's pretty exciting. But you may meet them on vacation, Libra. So the main way though, with the wands though, it was coming in as work, although that can be passion, but I feel like for most of you, we're looking at career here. But yeah, I'll meet you over on Vimeo. That link again is below. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll talk to you again next month.